What? Anyone hear me? Whoop, whoop. How is my audio this time? Because my microphone appears to be... the latch on it looks busted. Whoop. Oh, it's a bit loud. Hey, hello. Who do we have today? Better do a reminder. Okay, hello. All right. Hello, those of you, the one of you here at the moment. Welcome back to making making a JRPG in Unreal Engine 4. Hello, Ben. What's up? So yeah, from here out, this will probably be fairly informal. So I'll just be working on the game and then kind of talking as I do so. Kind of about the framework and also about different ideas I've had. So, wait 1 second. There we go. That's better. So yeah, so like I said, be pretty informal. I'll mostly just be working on the game itself, working on designing stuff and kind of showing off the upcoming RPG framework a little bit. So yeah, I guess with that. Mainly, I'm going to be working on designing the battle system for today. So I'd say, at the risk of copyright stuff, I have to be careful about that. But I think if it's low and I'm talking, we should be fine. I'd say we get some appropriate music for the occasion. How does that sound? Okay. Let's not keep that too high because we start coming for me. All right. Let's go. Let's get this started. Yep. So here we are once again. Back to. Alright, looks like my chat's working properly this time. Had trouble with that last time. But yeah, so here we go. Back to where we were. I did do a bit of work in this off camera. So I got a few things in at the moment, like I have dialogue in. Pretty simple. I can kind of show off how that works a little bit if you want. What do we got here? So yeah, it's a pretty simple setup the way I have it. I have a macros for looking at a target, so that just makes it so the NPC and player look at each other, and then we play a scene. And the scene is essentially just you can think of it as a dialogue sequence, but it allows you to do more things. It's basically meant for creating sort of creating cutscenes, but they can potentially run asynchronously as well. But yeah, we have that, so we'll play a scene here, and when it's completed, we have the NPC turn back to where he was looking already. And let's go look at the example scene so I can kind of show you what I'm talking about. This is kind of how you'd set up a scene, an example of how you'd have a character play a dialogue line, like, hello, how are you talking? You can give the player some responses to choose from, set their conditions as to when and where they can actually use those dialogue options. Then once they've chosen one, you go to a new line of dialogue, and then you end the scene when it's all done. And that's how you get this whole thing. Pretty straightforward. But anyway, we're not here for that. Yeah, it still needs a little bit of work, because now I'm still turning to him when I shouldn't be, but... Oop. Come on, stop looking at him. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, again, some of this still needs a little bit of work, but that's the idea. So, ooh, that bit rate is not good. Give me a second. Let's see what I got. Clogging this up. I don't want music to be copy whatevered, so I better be careful. Try to see what I can close out. Ah, there we go. Boom. Hopefully that should improve things a little bit. Hopefully. Okay, let's go. So, making the battle system. Alright. Let's go to content. I think it'd be in the plugins folder right now. Yeah. Super RPG framework. So I think I've explained subsystems a little bit and how they work, where it's essentially just running code, chunks of code that you don't want to run consistently in the game mode. So let's go to, where is it? Add-on systems, and then turn-based battle system right there. So we got that's macros. I think I should have a subsystem for it, but so I guess I just want to test it out. Let's say when I hit when I hit 7, I think it's battle. Do I have a function for this so far? Start battle. Yeah, so I'll have a function for you can play a battle and you can choose a specific encounter, which will be what enemies you're going up against, as well as potentially what the battle background, and then what battle system you want to use. So I don't think I've created. I think have I started on a custom one? Yes, stream RPG. Show off a little bit more of that, and we'll have blueprint encounter. We need to make a specific encounter. All right, let's do that then. Blueprints. One second. Let me close this out. Please don't come for me, Square Enix or whoever. If they do, oh well. All right, let's make a new folder for combat. So we'll need a lot of stuff for combat in here. First things first. Actually, no, I already have a folder for this, don't I? Subsystems, right there, never mind. It's right there in subsystems. Battle system. So I get the battle system right here. I should make some encounters. Encounters. Encounter. Right there, blueprint encounter. Example encounter number 1. I think that sounds good. I don't think I have any enemies set up. Some of this might still need some work. Yeah, I need to have an enemy class there. Okay. For now, let's get the basics of battle working. Okay. How's my audio in the frame rate, by the way? Because I know the audio was a problem last time on my microphone. It was really quiet. Okay. Sounds like it's alright. Okay. So, back to the battle system. So, yeah, a lot of this should be... Well, this all is derived from a master battle system, which essentially the way it works is you set up a lot of the code for it yourself. It's based on... it has a turn manager, so it's based on taking turns, obviously. But essentially, you'll initialize the battle, then it'll create the list of combatants based on some stuff you can set up. It'll play an intro sequence... for like, again, the intro animation or intro movie, whatever. And then we'll actually, once it's done, we'll actually begin the actual fight. And then you can program the logic of the fight yourself. So in here, let me see how I have this set up. I think it's still working on it. But right now it says, okay, when actually, I need to go and check the turn manager, because that's important too. So the turn manager is, okay. when a turn ends. Yeah, generate turn order, which right now, so this will need to be fixed because we want to make it set it so that the turn order is generated from. Audio sounds much better. That's good. Good to hear. Nice. So, yeah, this is right now. It's just gets the list of combatants and then puts that as the turn order. So I will need to change this so it determines it from the speed, which I think I can do that. Let's see. Stat. I think I have something for that. It's like get compare stat. Get combat. I don't have anything for getting them by stat yet. Okay, well I'll work on that later. So yeah, it says when a character's turn ends, then oh yeah, it just right at first it says it checks to see if their factions are dead. Then we need to tell it to actually quit when it's. Well, I can work on that later, but then we need to set it to when the factions are dead. Exit, like end the battle. So let's say all enemies dead. Oh, enemies. All party dead. All right, and if neither all the enemy or the whole party are dead, then we'll remove the whoever's turn it is from the turn order, and then start the next person's turn. And if there's no one left in the turn order, then we regenerate it and start the turn over. Okay, so yeah, that should work fine for now. We will need to set up a UI so we can show the turn order. Let's see. So, end battle. Yeah, is this the master system? Yeah, this is the master system. I don't need to look at that right now. So yeah, when a player's turn starts, we want to set the camera to look at them, and then do some different stuff depending on their turn. Ooh, what's this one? Alright. Player. Alrighty. Yeah, I need to figure out. So I'm a little torn about whether to create a new set of a new widget or new structure for battle-specific party commands, or whether to use the options system. Well, okay, so I got a question. What would it take to make a non-turn-based battle system, for example, an ARPG or something? So you can actually do that. Like I don't remember if you I don't know if you heard last time, but yeah. So the framework is broken up into different subsystems, and one of them is the turn-based battle system, which is used for turn-based stuff, whether it be like Final Fantasy or Fire Emblem. But you, yeah, absolutely can create an ARPG, and that's something I would certainly like to include an example of. But basically, because the way you would do that is you would have, you know, the player character here, or well, not this example is a player character; it's an NPC. But what you would do is you would have, let's say, get our main character. We got our default player character right here. So this is our our player character. The main thing, all you really need to do is go into here and add combatant, and add the combatant component right onto here. And everything like stats and abilities and animations are all right here on the character now. And then you'll be able to just set up a command like, I don't know, if I clicked number 1 key, then I would get, let's see, use ability. Then I would just connect this up to usability, and then you can decide what ability you want to use. You can set up like a command bar and get the ability from there. And then you can set up logic for like, what do I do when the ability impacts on the target? So what do I do if it's canceled? What do I do once it's finished? Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, you absolutely can be able to set that up. For this stream, I'll be focusing on the turn-based combat, but that's something I could try to show off a little bit later, or a little bit at another time, and I will specify when that is. Because yeah, I want to make this. The idea is give a lot of stuff again that's usable right out of the gate, but also make it very, very flexible and very easy to implement different systems and stuff. So Yeah, let me see. Player commands. Is this a unique? That's a turn-based command. We don't want that. We'll say player. Trying to torn on how to do this. Real-time turn-based combat on the field. Yes, you absolutely can set that up. Roberto. That will probably take like Xenoblade. Yes, absolutely. In fact, if I do include an action or an ARPG style, it'll probably be something closer to like Xenoblade or Final Fantasy 12, and you could probably repurpose the So like one of the reasons I set up the battle system the way it does is so like you could make it. I separated the turn manager out, so you could do something like an ATB system or a turn order. Because like the way it is right now is it's pretty simple. It says, all right, when a character's turn ends, let's just check to see if all of one faction is dead, and if if neither of them are all dead, then just remove whoever the current then remove whoever is has their current turn, and get the next person and start their turn. But you could easily set this up so instead of checking at the end of the turn, you're doing something like an event tick and increasing a variable on each party member or on each character that's like ATB. And as soon as one character's ATB reaches 1, then everyone else stops and that character gets to act. And once their turn is finished, then you start running it again. And that's how you'd set up an ATB system. So, which I don't know if I have the example of yet, but... So, short answer, yes. So you could probably even repurpose some of the stuff in this battle system itself to work in an ARPG, though I might create a different subsystem for that. But, yeah. So for now, let me think. Player choice. Yeah. Alright, I think it'd be good to allow you to get a specific... to use a specific style of menu for doing a player choice. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Which will mean I'll need to restart the editor, because unfortunately the way actions extensions works is that once if you couch them inside a macros like I like to do and then edit them, if you try to activate them in game, it'll crash the engine, so you have to restart it first. But that should be fine. Shouldn't take too long. So let's find the player choice action. Let's see. I should also probably name some of this. So open choice menu, and yeah, for now we pull from a default menu, but I actually want to let that be customizable. So let me give you a variable you can customize. Choice menu style. We'll call it that. And we'll just say, as long as if this is blank, then we'll get the default one from the RPG game settings, and if it's not blank, then we'll use that one. So that, oops, valid. Let's see, player choice. Player choice menu. Actually, that's kind of a question. Do you think it'd be more interesting to see, just instead of me basically, I mean, I'm still gonna finish this game just because it's meant to be the example project for the final version of the framework. But is that something you guys would be interested in? Is like seeing me basically recreate systems and other RPGs using the framework to kind of show you what you can do with it? That might be interesting. So yeah, for now we'll say we'll use our custom choice of menu here, and if we don't have one, then we'll just use the default. And I think, let's see, template menu player choice. Boom, there we go. And we'll connect that up. And now I will have to restart the engine to get that to work. That's another thing I need to fix up, is there's a plugin for restarting the engine that I gotta fix, or that I gotta fix, that someone else has, and it's very easy to just say click restart engine, but now I have to reload into everything. In fact, to make this faster, I will go ahead and do that. I'll just open up the folder. Yeah. So Ben likes that idea, it seems. Yeah, I kind of think that would attract more viewers too. But I think that might do a better job at showing things off. So, because I do really like the idea of creating like, hey, look, you can make something kind of like Persona 5 or something kind of like Xenoblade or, you know, Final Fantasy or whatever, and just showing how easy and how flexible it is. Obviously, that all would be released separately from the actual what's it called? The actual project itself. The project template you'd get off the marketplace and the other example games you would download. Okay, now let's create a... So where were we at? All right, so we want to create a set of choices here. I'll just go ahead and make something for that. Party. I think I already have some for this. Party commands? Maybe not. So what are some natural commands we want to be able to attack, defend, let's see. Roberto says, I'm fine with that, but I personally think having an understanding to utilize the framework, what the framework can do to fit our needs is probably best. Okay, yeah. I guess it's like if I can know exactly what we're responding to, because I think probably one of the best ways to show off the flexibility of the framework is to create basically different styles of existing games, because people will be like, oh, I want to make something like that. Here's how I do it, and it shows you can do a lot of different stuff with this. But it's mainly meant to be a time saver. Anyway, so we want attack, defend. Just have skills for right now. I think that's all we need. Items. Oops. Items. And an escape. It's now. You just have to match up the choices to the ones we selected. Another reason I have to keep talking to avoid any of the... okay, so Roberta says, but yes, an example on how to do certain stuff would also be helpful. Yeah, and that'll probably be other stuff I stream once I'm done with this. Because like a lot of this will be included right out of the gate, so you can use it immediately. So let's see. Yeah, attack is 0, defend. So we want to 0 will be attack, and then this will be defend. So an example here, when we use attack, we queue an ability. And so an ability will get queued, which means, all right, this is the ability I want to use. And then it'll get executed, which is the actual execution. So you can queue an ability and immediately execute it. This is probably what like AI would do. They just pick an ability and use it on a target. Or you can say queue an ability, and then you can run a select combatants, which is essentially you input a targeting method, which is just how do I want to go about selecting combatants. And then once you've confirmed which one you want to, or the targets you want to use it on, actually this should be pretty easy. We'll just say execute action. We want to use ourself because we are the instigator. Oops, sorry. Not ourself. The active combatant. That's whose turn it is. And they are the instigator. And then probably want to save this action out. I think it is. I think it's already... Does it say to queue it? Yeah, queued action. So we'll just... Up. Ah, okay. Yeah, let me get rid of that for a second. Use action. This I will need to fix up later. But for now... Sorry, get out of there. Yeah, we just need to input the queued action. Oh, sorry. Queued action. I think I misspelled queued there, didn't I? I did. And then, so yeah, this will just say, let me go in there. Wait, what's the problem? Hang on. The current value. We have combatants. We have targets. I wonder what the issue is here. I will just try to do it manually instead of copy paste. Execute action. There we go. Yeah, and remember these yellow things are the warning signs. It's still technically working in Engine. These are just a warning because Actions extension still needs to be properly updated to 426, so that it can run in runtime and not just in editor. So I can still like use it and show it off in editor, but I can't export or compile this until it gets updated. Which, fortunately for you guys, won't happen, or I won't be finishing. I won't be releasing this before, or maybe unfortunately, before Actions Extensions is released. So you don't need to worry about that it being an issue for you. Who do we got? Hey, no talking about AOT in the chat, Andrew. There's a lot of people that are going to be like watching it not weekly, so you got to be patient. Sorry, microphone. I gotta get a new microphone stand. This one is busted. Busted to heck. Anyway, alright, so here we go. On attack, Q and ability, select the target and then execute it. On defend, Q and ability, and just use it on our cell, which the ability will be defend. And the others... player choice menu. I should make a... So let's go ahead and make a menu for combat. Machine. Oh yeah, so if you don't know, Actions Extensions is it's a plugin for Unreal Engine 4, and it's probably one of, I think, the best plugins you can get for it, because it essentially lets you create reusable asynchronous events in Blueprint that allow you to redo different functions and events and create different kind of logic for basically create asynchronous events. So an example would be like this player choice. I have this one set up where it's I created this custom player choice where I literally just input a group of choices, and then it'll exit this node through here. But once I've just selected on a choice through whatever menu style I input, then it'll send it out through here as well. So it's essentially a way of you creating like of stopping at a node and not progressing past it until certain logic is finished for you, or just reusing different actions. So yeah, like this one is player choice. The way it works is once I've started, I open up the choice menu and I set it so I can control it. Then I add on the choices, and then I created a bind event that says, okay, once I've selected a choice, then run the selected event dispatcher, which will send us out through here. So yeah, it's also free. That's the main reason I'll be using it with Super RPG Framework, is because it's free. So if you already want to, it's not updated to 426 yet, I believe, but if you want to get it in 425 and start using it in your stuff, it's really, really cool, and I would recommend it. You need to compile it yourself. No. So the one I'm using right now in 426 is the GitHub version, which still needs to be updated to run at runtime and not just editor. But that I don't need to do. I think it's Piper Rift. I think that's the guy's name. Right about here. I shouldn't be showing this, but yeah, Piper Rift. He's the guy doing on it, and he's working on right now on trying to get it working properly in 426. So yeah, it'll just be like any other plugin. You'll get it on the marketplace and install it, and then you're good to go. Anyway, let's try some of this out. Well, first of all, let's actually get the battles. Well, I'll create the command menu first, and then I will move on to some of this other stuff. Let's clear some of this out for now. All right, blueprint, not blueprints. Oh yeah, blueprints. Subsystems, battle system, menus. Create a new menu, and specifically we want a player choice menu. We'll say RPG battle. Oops, sorry. Call it battle commands. seems to work for me. Set canvas panel means we can actually use stuff. Okay. Options. Do we need to add the player? Yeah. Yeah. I'll stick with this player choice thing for now. It might be too excessive, but if I because it kind of functions the same as an option selector, so I may just replace this with an option selector. But if I do that, I'll do it off camera, because for you the process would basically be the same. So let's set it to a vertical box. Actually, need to set its style too. That's a bit wide. Oh, it's the player choice. That's why. Yeah. Okay. I got it. So for now, we'll just set up these, which I don't think we necessarily need to. No, we don't need to. I just need to have this here. It doesn't matter. All right, let's go connect it in. Get player choice selector. There you go. And now we should be fine to use this. Menu style, battle commands. There we go. Now that we've got that all set up, let's actually make the battle system appearing. So I got my guy. That's right. I want to be able to run through here. So when we start the battle, what happens? Let's see. Okay, it should generate a battle system, whichever one we've selected. Select the encounter that we want to use, and then start the battle. Alright, so we need to create an encounter then. Ooh, example encounter. We just need to add some enemies to that. So add some enemies. Let's see. Enemy. Turn-based enemy. Whatever one. Ooh, I actually need a... yeah. Let's move this. Let's create a new folder for it. Encounters, enemies. If any of you have used RPG Maker before, you might recognize some of the way this is set up, because while there's a lot of limitations with RPG Maker, obviously, there's many actually good design ideas of how to make stuff really simple and easy to use. So I'm inspired a lot by that. I worked on that for many years before moving to Unreal Engine. So turn-based enemy. Actually, we'll say enemy. Give him a better name. Grunt. Alright, and here we can set up some of his information. So stat ranks. So we have HP. What else do we have? Attack and defense. We'll set him to C. That's a good average amount. And he will be a level... We'll start out with a level 1 enemy. Oh, battle enemy. I need to change that too, but we'll work on that later. So now I have an enemy set up, and I should be able to customize the encounter. Enemy grunt. And I only have one at the moment, so let me go back to the scene route. Whoop. So yeah, if you'll see these right here, these kind of red markers, and I may change the look of them, but these are essentially showing where the enemies will spawn in this encounter. So I've got 2 of them. This one spawns at 200 by 200. We'll make a similar thing, but we'll spawn this one on the other side. Oops. Oh, it's on the same spot. Let's do it 100 instead. That's probably okay. So they will spawn there, and let's go back to our battle system. Let's go into the viewport here. So this will preview kind of what it'll look like, what the actual battle will look like. I wanna. Do we have an example encounter? Party commands. Yeah, we want to do game over on defeat, of course. Let's see. Yeah, RPG Maker. I have a lot of good memories with that thing, but yeah, it's the graphical capabilities, and also because at the time and I still not super into proper syntax coding, but yeah, because I had basically was limited to anything that I could find through plugins as far as what I could do, so it was very limiting. I think the lack of ability to release on consoles was probably the big thing that pushed me over to like, all right, I need to start learning like a proper AAA or game engine, and I ended up going with Unreal. So, tried a bit of Unity. I couldn't quite get a handle on some of it though. But yeah, it's a great RPG Maker is a great starting point for like learning game development and stuff. Anyway, so yeah, on start turn. Let's go ahead and see what happens when I start the battle. Or when I try to start the battle. So I just need to hit 7 to do that, right? And we'll do the normal encounter. Alright. Alright. I'm hitting 7. Nothing is happening. So let me see if I even spawned it. Yeah. Alright, no, that's the game mode. Here. Okay, the battle system's right here. So where is it at? Yeah. Eject. So the battle system is right here. It's not appearing though. Let me try and figure out why. Okay. There's no encounter, but I thought I said an encounter. Yeah, example encounter right here. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, it doesn't know where the encounter is. Party layout. Okay. The party layout should be... We need to set up a default party layout, don't we? Oh yeah. So we have another one of these. Party layout. Which will just be kind of where the party is set up. Do I have any indicators for this? I don't know if I do. Oh, I see you guys are talking about it before. Yeah, Blueprint and Unreal was one of the big things that I think got me to do it. And so far, I have had to do some coding for like assembly and stuff like that, but it's worked out really well for me without having to do much syntax at all. So, it's mostly because of this. I'm not needing to do super ridiculously high-end stuff, but yeah. Blueprint is really amazing. Party layout. I don't know why it's not doing the normal party layout. It's right here. What was the problem? All right. Class from property encounter. Override stage. I don't know what's going on. All right, let's think this through. So it's not getting... See if there's even one there. Yeah, there's none there. That is strange. But is it the encounter or is it the party layout that it doesn't like? It's the encounter, okay. That's strange. Alright, let's check to see if it got disconnected. Yeah, our encounter right there. Interesting, interesting. We've set the encounter, so I'm not sure why it would work like that. Well, let's see. Okay, so when I hit it, it runs the example encounter, and that should run it through here. Regenerate the system. Oh, wait. Yes, that's right, because the system should automatically start up on construction. That's why it doesn't like that. So, that's a very simple solution. Just make it if it's not valid, then don't show it. That should actually be an updating counter. That's why. Let's go and call that and put it in updating counter. Actually, we can add the we only ever want one of these at a time, though. That's why. Okay, let's promote variable encounter component, and this will be the party layout. Do we already have one of those? Crap. That should hopefully fix that part up. Alright, let's go. Still not finding anything in the encounter. It's so strange. Well, yeah, obviously. Never mind. Valid class. And now let's check to see if there's actually a valid encounter. And if so, then we'll start doing stuff. Good. No errors this time. Alright, now we need to actually show up on the field, though. We don't have any, let me see. Override stage. We'll go with, yeah, normal battle stage. Should be fine. Now if I hit that, when we look up, there's no stage. That's interesting. Oh, no, wait, nope. It's right here, I think. Hang on. Oh, I know what the problem is. I told it to stop spawning where it was supposed to. 'Cause right now it's supposed to spawn well above and away from the... In fact, we'll add an extra 0 on there. Well above and away from the rest of the map. So if I hit that, eject. So yeah, it's spawning right here. Yeah, this whole thing should appear. Battle stage. Oops. Alright, well. Let's figure out why the battle stage isn't showing up. Sounds like there's a truck moving outside my window. I don't know if any of you guys can hear that. Alright. Battle system. Alright. So, I need back to work. Alright, so let's see. Update stage. Correct. Oh, wait. This is the first thing to check. Alright, do we have a valid stage? Then set it to that one. So we just need to make sure we actually update the stage once we've set it. Which would be under functions, I believe. I don't know what people want. Yeah, updating counter, update stage. Because the stage should be set from the encounter right here. So let's make sure. Yeah, proper battle stage. Debugged. Is it being created as invisible? That could also be it. Oh yeah, well there's a very easy way to check that. Let's make it. And let's check to see if it's actually visible. Details. Actors not hidden in game. That's good. It's just not kind of appearing anywhere. Oh no, we got the... Okay, so we got the sky components in there. But we want to check this battle stage. Battle stage is in there, but the floor is not. I know why the floor isn't, because I told it to stay off, obviously. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn that back on for now. This is a debug floor, so... let's not hide that in game for now. I am very dumb. Very obviously. You can't hear the truck? Okay, that's good. So now if we create the battles scene. Boom! There we go. So here's the map on which the battle will take place. And we have a new sky component spawned, so it should act like we're in the same position, or we're not super far above the map. Now, we want to spawn the actual characters. And this, I think, is something I still need to decide on how I want to go about doing. So in the battle system... So, alright, so yeah, create combatants, that's the first thing, which I think this is set up to let you do it yourself. It's mostly because I don't want to, what was I going to say? I don't want to restrict you to a specific character class to have to use for this. And so I'm trying to think of, okay, how do I know what character classes to spawn around? Because for the locations, that's pretty easy. We'll say... get stage component, enemy, or get stage component. Well, we don't get that, we get the encounter. The encounter will determine where the enemies spawn. Look at targets. Yeah, it'd probably make more sense to couch any kind of spawning of the enemies in the enemy component, wouldn't it? So let's do that. We will say, okay, so construction script. Spawn enemy at location. Does that make sense? Let's see. Enemy data. Now we just need to get a location. That'll be pretty easy. Break. We'll give him a rotation as well. Oh, spawn transform. It's right there. So I don't really need that. Yeah, we probably don't need this. We'll just create a default thing. Spawn the enemies first. And then we'll just see what happens. Spawn actor from class. Just grab our enemy character class. Forget battle actor. Yeah, I probably won't end up using that, but we'll just say like a local component probably is a good idea for adding these up. So local oh no, we almost made a mistake there. We want that to be a local one. Alright, local combatants. So we want to say, hey, add these all up and then spit them out here. Which for now, we'll keep it just as enemies. We want to add them uniquely. We don't want to add them more than once. Alright, now it should be able to add all the... In this case, we have two enemies in the encounter. Which they're spawned right here. That ain't epic. Why are they here? Yeah, I know. Let me think. Oh, because it's spawning them on their local transform. That's why. Of course. That's why we need to spawn an actor. That's why we got to use that. Ooh, good stuff. Alright, so back to the encounter. Yeah, spawn enemy. Because that way we just need to pull the enemy and combatant stuff. It's enemy data. Enemy data. Combatant array. Oh, we may want to make that. Yeah, no, we don't want to do this. We want to just get their combatant out. Wouldn't we? Combatant, and we'll get their actor as well. Let's actually make this a normal actor. Or character, I guess, is what we'd want, wouldn't it be? Alright, we'll get their character out and combatant out. So there, now they should spawn properly. But we want to spawn them. Oh, naturally. Add sphere collision. We'll want to save that collision as well. We'll call these local spawn points so we can kind of know where to get them from. We'll make it an array. That way we'll just need to get their index. We'll make sure to clear this at the start as well. Oops. Not seen route. Clear. So yeah, we'll need an index. In fact, we should just need the enemy index, wouldn't we? Enemy index. Let's see, will be world, wouldn't it? World transform. No. Get world transform. I still feel like something's a little bit off about how this is set up, but we'll try and see. I feel like something might happen. There should probably be set up a little differently. So if, say, we wanted to add an enemy in, because this right now adds enemies in at the start of the battle, but maybe we wanted to add more enemies in halfway through. I'm trying to think if this would be the best way to set that up. So for now, we'll stick with this, but I can change it if we need to later. All right. Everyone doing good, by the way? Anyone got any questions about what's going on, how stuff works? Let's clear this out. So now all we gotta say is spawn enemy, and we'll just grab their index. And oops, make sure to add them to the combatants we're sending out. And obviously this isn't a function, so you can naturally override how you add enemies to this combatant, or add characters to the combatant thing. We'll add the polarity in a second. For now, I want to make sure these other ones are working. So if I hit 7 and spawn. Let's go. Oop. Check them out. There they are. There are enemies spawning right next to each other, as they should have in the in the encounter. Oops, come on, where's the... Right there. Oh, that's the generic encounter, though. And we actually had an error stat. Oh, is there something wrong with our stats, maybe? Maybe. May have added a fake stat in. Let's make sure I didn't do that. Enemies right here. I got all the stats in, didn't I? Yeah. Could it be? Did I added these into the system? Or sorry, to the settings. I would hope I added them into the settings. Lots of strings. Yeah. Strings obviously I use for debugging and stuff, so I'll need to make sure and go and clear them out. But in fact, I could probably clear that out now because I already figured out what the issue there was. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't need that anymore. No, that's a subsystem in general. This is the generic one. Yeah, we don't need that string anymore. We know the stage is working. One question. Okay, so I recall You say you recall need sorry, Roberto says, he says he recalls needing to use animation montage sequences for the combat skills, animation, etc. Is it possible to also include an option to use a flipbook animation? Oh, so that's something I have thought about quite a bit, is how would I get this to work for 2D games? And as much as it kills me to say it, I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to do that right now. And the basic reason is that because the 3D character class and the 2D character class are two completely different actor classes. And since this is built off of the 3D character class, it's hard to repurpose a lot of that to work with the 2D one as well. So it's not impossible to do, but it's definitely going to take a fair bit more work to get set up, and it's I don't know if it's something I'd like to get it released, compatibility with the flipbook thing released with when like right out of the gate when version 2.0 was released, but I'm not sure yet if it will be able to. So yeah, the short answer at the 2D sprites in a 3D world, kind of like Octopath Traveler. Is that what you're thinking? I would like to, and by I like to I mean yes, it will be an eventually. But at the moment it's not, and I don't know when. Depending on how things go, if it takes me a really long time to get everything else done, I might just have to go ahead and release it as it is, and add that later. But if I could probably add in the variables right now, at least for a flipbook animation. One other thing is that, so hang on, montage. One difficulty with using flipbook animations is they don't have a system like 3D montages do for. Well, I'll show you. Play montage. So, as far as I understand, I believe. Do flipbooks have? I'll go ahead and create one and try out. But do flipbooks have animation notifies? Because if not, that's going to create a lot of issues. That's going to make it a lot harder. So let me go down. Paper 2D flipbook. So yeah, we have keyframes, but we don't have notifies. There are systems in or plugins and stuff you can get off the marketplace that allow you to use I was trying to think. My brain. That allow you to use animation notifies in flipbooks, but they're expensive. They cost like $100. So perhaps a solution I could look into is, instead of using, maybe you could play a sequence alongside a 2D animation, and then basically put notifications on that, or events on that sequence, and then basically use that as a way of controlling like impact and damage and stuff like that, instead of using the montage function. So that's basically the biggest thing is controlling events in a paperbook animation. That would probably be the biggest thing I'd need to figure out how to do before I could get working with 2D. And I know that really sucks because I love like the look of Octopath Traveler and stuff like that, but yeah, Unreal Engine, it can do 2D, it's just not necessarily built for it. So you kind of have to work around stuff, but that's my answer. Would love to do that. It's just a bit tricky right now. Yeah, I don't remember Pixel 2D, but I think Paper ZD is one I looked up, and I believe, are either of those free? Because if basically the Unreal or the Epic policy is that you're basically allowed to release template projects that require plugins if the plugin is either one you made yourself or if it's free. You're not allowed to use stuff that's paid, and so that would be a barrier. I would need a something that allows for animation notifies in 2D that is also free. And I also don't want people to use too many different types of plugins. So for right now, it's just Actions Extension. Well, Actions Extension, but actually, I'll go ahead and check. Neither are free. Okay, well, never mind. That solves it. So yeah, maybe with sequences I can work around that, but for now, I'll focus on 3D stuff. Anyway, Where were we at? Right. Grunts. I need to check to see about game settings. Default damage type. I need to set up a default damage type. Party. Oh yeah, I need default stats, naturally. Did I set these before? I don't remember if I did. Oh well, it should save. Now. Yeah, that's another thing. Data assets sometimes have trouble saving right if your engine crashes. So. Yeah, I kind of agree. Unity, it was the UI as well as after using Unreal. Some of the way it handled things like classes and whatnot, and obviously I mean I've tried using Bolt, which is its visual scripting thing, and it's similar to Blueprints, but I just found it harder to get into and to like really figure out how to do stuff. But a lot of people like it. A lot of people like Unity. So, and I forgot what I was doing. All right, battles. I'm still getting the problems of no. Yeah, dismiss that. That's interesting. It's saying it's not getting a stat property. Get stat value 1. Where's it having the trouble? We'll roll with it for now. Can figure that out later. So for now, I just want to make sure the basic stuff is working. So now we can spawn the field, and then we should have the enemies hanging out. All right, naturally, but we also do want the want to get the party there as well. So I believe right now we only have the 2 party members, but that's fine. That'll work. Oops. Clear out some of this stuff. Alright, when we create combatants, next we want to do players. So we'll say get party. Is it party list? Yeah, this will have, or I think it must be get player, or get player unit. Get units. Yeah, no, get party list. Here we go. So this will be allows us to get the all the units that are in the player's party. So for each loop, which I should probably, I think that's a function. Let's see, we got Unity has way more free stuff. In UE4, you don't even have free plugins like Pro Builder. Yeah, Unreal does have a lot more paid stuff as well. That has somewhat to do with the Epic's policies on like they how heavily. I don't know if Unity is a lot different, but they're very restrictive on like curation of stuff that's on their marketplace, and specifically free stuff. Like I think stuff normally is not allowed to be free unless you get like express permission from them, basically. So that's I think part of the reason why you see less free stuff on the marketplace. So let's see, completed. So now I got this. Oh, by the way, I need to correct that spelling. Character. Now we just need to get the party layout too. Get party layout. But these are not local. These are, oh, they might be local. Are they? I'm not sure. I don't know if those are local. If those are local spawns or not. Well, whatever. We'll do the same thing in party layout that we did with for the enemies. So all you gotta say is battle stage. I think it's in the stage of the party layout, isn't it? Maybe it's not. It's the encounter. It's the encounter. That makes sense. Party layout. So we'll do the same thing where we'll create points that we can then reference. Add sphere collision? Are we still doing the add sphere collision? We are, although they don't appear to be showing up. Oh, spawn points right there. Yeah. Ah, thanks, Tonality. Thank you for that. Yeah, I would definitely... Once I think about the streaming, is it's sort of a way of keeping me accountable and being like, all right, now I've got to show up to the stream, which means I got to work. Because it's not that it's mostly not a case that I don't work. It's that I have so many different projects that I'm working on. It's hard to find time to and like decide on which ones I need to work on at the moment. So yeah, I'm glad you like the streams, or the videos and stuff. But anyway, okay, spawn point. I've already got this taken care of. So we just need to grab those. Oh, but I need to grab them by oh no, yeah. Because it determines party positions and stuff by their order. So I don't need that. I just need to get spawn points and get the one. Oops, sorry. Get whichever one matches the reference, but we'll want to make sure it doesn't go past the maximum party. So let's get settings. Get max party members. And we'll say if it's... So we need to be less than the max. If it's... say less than the max party members, then... Oh yeah, now I need to figure out how to decide what battle unit to use. Let's get the party class. Actually, do I still forget the actor? Nope, didn't think so. That's okay. Get actor. Get character class. So, Oh, soft variables, obviously. What am I thinking? But I need to determine what sets them. Okay. So yeah, another thing, I don't remember if I talked about this at all, but soft variables are something I'm adding into here, which are essentially a way of adding adding instanced variables to a structure. Essentially. So let's see, let's say get soft class, I think would be the type of thing I'd want. So example would be I have a soft variable here and I can have two types. We have a singles, which is just a single instance, or an array. I shouldn't think of anything get array. Yeah, I don't have anything set up for arrays yet. I need to work on that. But so we will get something called, we'll say a combat class. Oh, but I wanna cast to character. Oops. Yeah, let's go ahead and make that a make this a function. That makes sense. Then we can use it later. Get unit. Unit. We'll say get unit actor class. Makes sense. That's what we're trying to do. Unit data. Oops. Return. We want it pretty much always want to make it sure it's a character. And we want to make sure both of these are valid for this to work. So now what we need to just do is add a variable to this to the unit data that is called combat class, and add a soft class variable. And it's probably not clear when I say soft. I'm not talking about, like this is, let's say, character. A soft class reference. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean, it's essentially a soft variable where it's a variable that can be added on an instance. So, let me think. Soft var. There's ways to do this, though. Anyway, yeah, we're still creating combats. So when you want to get their character class, and then we kind of just do the same thing. Spawn actor from class. That will transform. So now we will spawn this character at whatever their spawn point will transform is, and then add them to combatants as well. We'll need them. Oh yeah, we need. So first we need to actually make sure they have a combatant. Oh, no, get component by class. We want to make sure they actually have the combatant component, because if not, can't really use them in combat, can we? All right, valid. Oops, valid. Make sure it's valid, and if so, then add them in. And if not, we'll say we'll delete them, because we don't. If we can't get that from them, we don't want to use them. You're irrelevant. Irrelevant. What is this? Yeah, don't forget. YouTube algorithms. Alright, combatant added. And then, once that's all done, we should have all our combatants that we need. Oh, we also, actually, I know what we need to do. I mean the local combatants, because I remember I didn't have the proper combatant list. So I have been doing that wrong. But that's okay. I'll just pop that in. So yeah, this will be the list containing all the combatants that are currently active in battle. And from there, oops.
I can
Decide what you gotta be doing. Now what's next? Now we need to make sure we have a class. What would we do for that? I got an idea. We'll use a combination of a component. Or we'll mainly use a component. And I'd want this to be universal, so that's what we'll do. Alright, no, we want to go to the turn-based thing. Here, yeah, get blueprints. We'll create a new component. Actor component, we'll call it. We'll call this, turn-based actor class, or turn-based battler class. And so let's do that. Let's give it a character class. My head's like broken. No, we want it to be a class though. So basically we need to get the class from this component into a character's unit thing. So the question is, would we ever need to use something like this on anything other than a party member? Would we ever need a scenario in which we would need to use this as a way of getting... Ah, man, my brain. Of getting the character class from a party member. Well, first thing, let's get a data source. Software class. I wanted to make sure it's the name. No, not get. Set soft class. I don't have anything for setting a soft class yet, so I gotta add that. Soft variables set get soft class. Okay, here we go. Set soft class. Object class. There we go. Alrighty. Set soft class. Let's also make the color appropriate for classes. There we go. Alright, so we want to set our soft class to this, and we want it to be, what did we call them? Combat class. So now I just need to figure out when to do that. I mean, on event begin play is fine. I just need to know where to get the source from. Well, for now, we'll just get it from the party. So we'll say get global, just to be safer. Global. Where is it? Get RPG game instance. That's where we'll be storing our party members. Or get unit. Oh, sorry. Data. No, we want to get the game data, and then get a reference out of that. Oh yeah, we got it. So yeah, now we just need to be able to set up the whatever the, I guess their indexes. Oh, I know how to handle that. That's something that would actually be very convenient. Is using Oh, I'm not gonna say. I almost said I'm dumb. I'm not, but I kind of am. An instant, or not an instance, interface. Of course, we'll create an interface for units, specifically for characters that are like party members. So you can say, all right, this is a character class, and I want this character class to be a unit, essentially. So we are going to excuse me, add an interface to let them know that this is a unit or a player unit. So call that. I think this, if my brain's in the right spot, this should work. Unfortunately, we're in the less exciting part of this all, because I gotta get basic stuff working. Unit character. And we will say get unit data. Use unit data. Ew. Unit instance. There we go. But it's not returned properly, so. Well, here's what we'll do. Set unit data. Very easy. Let's go grab our party character, which is somewhere around here. Stream RPG. Starting to pile up. So, unit character. Or would this also be better on a component? Maybe it would be better to put that in an actor component instead. A unit manager. Huh. Nope. I know what to do. I know what to do. We don't need this. Get rid of this. Close that out. All we need to do is check to see if whatever our party member class uses a backdoor, which maybe we can't. I just realized that maybe I can't do that, but we'll try. maybe speaking gibberish a bit here, aren't I? Oh well, that's okay. Turn-based battles? Yeah. We basically just need to grab the unit data from them, but we want to do it from their class. That's the tricky bit. Oh no, well the parties are get unit actor. Yeah, we just need to get director class. We just need to decide what units to get them from, or we need to decide where their unit class or character class is stored. So. What would be nice is if you could put components on data assets. That would be helpful. But you can't. So I gotta basically what I'm trying to figure out how to do is I don't want to necessarily hard code it because, like we were saying, you may want to make an JRPG and then you wouldn't have a use for having a different actor. In this scenario, but basically I want to say all right, I want to be able to get this a party member, and from this thing I don't want to hard code it into this, but on my brain. I don't want to hard code it into the character or the data asset, but I want to be able to from the data asset get what party or what character class we want to spawn into battle. And that's the tricky bit. That's what I got to figure out how to do. So, because the character class here is not necessarily going to be spawned, because that's the class we're using when we're controlling them on the field. What to do, what to do. Let me get a jug of water. That's how we'll fix this. Huh. Let's work this backwards. We just need to get it into the... So we just need to get it into their data. Into the unit data, instance data. That's all I gotta do. Where's that component? Sorry, class. Go back to editing this thing. Yeah, well, I guess we can make something that says whether to get it from because for enemies, we're not... Yeah, we could probably just use that for this. Okay. Okay. But these won't necessarily be spawned. This is why that's tricky. I could add soft variables onto this thing, but that might be a mess. Oh, my mouth is freaking out because I had my hand over it. Well, one alternative is I could just have them spawn their normal character class and just put it into like a battle mode. And you know what? For now, we're gonna do that for now. That's a simpler way of doing this. All right. So we will literally just get their class. Yeah, that actually should work fine. Now that I think about it. Grab the character class from there. Which way we'll need the success check. Okay. Now, do these guys even have characters? They do. Let's see what happens. And only the enemies still. Okay, so let's get rid of some of this nonsense. Yeah, get their character class from the party. The party list is grabbed from the game instance. Yeah, we're fine. Oh, right. I need to set the appropriate member of max party members. Naturally. Which I think, alright. Here we go. Party. No, maximum party members is 4, so as long as they're less than 4. Yeah, we should spawn them. Oh, but I need to give them the combatant component, of course. Which I already did, but the crap. Check to see if it actually kills them. That should help me figure this out. Bad character. I'll call it that. That should help us figure this. Nope, no bad characters. So we have our enemies. They're just not. The party isn't spawning. That's all. That's happening. Maybe it's empty? Why would it be empty though? All right, because we got them in here, don't we? Yeah, they're right there. Shouldn't be empty. Let's go to the equipment screen, see where I got this from. So where do I grab the units from? Oh, get player unit list. That's what I want. It probably will do the same thing, but we can try it out. Okay. This is kind of getting... That's more like it. That's classic FF music. That's what we want. That gets me in the battle system mood. Okay. Hopefully everyone didn't fall asleep while I was trying to figure that out. Well, I'm still trying to figure this bit out, though. Where is it? Here we go. Get rid of that. So, creating combatants. Yeah, when we finish with the enemies. Boop, boop. Wait, I want to check if we can actually spawn them. Nope, it doesn't like either of them. Why? Why? Is it not have the proper game settings set up? That could be it. I don't know why. I thought I said it. Well, let's check and see. Subsystem, battle system. Okay, play which we are using. Stream game settings. Max party members is 4. Well, let's make sure that's right. Yeah, 4 party members. So, what the crap? Oh, I'm a dumb. I'm so stupid. Okay, so I said, hey, if the maximum party members is greater than their current one. Wait, did I set that up right? No, if the maximum number of party members is less than their current number, then don't spawn them. Which, of course, it's always going to be. Because I'm getting from numbers that are less than the maximum amount. So, I just need to change those. Well, that's why we stream these things. That's why we stream these things. So I can embarrass myself live. For all you to see. And now... we grab up here... There we go. Well, there's the one of them. I think I only have one party member in now, I guess. Yeah, right there. There's our boy. Our party member. Spawned as he should be. I actually want to give those enemy. Oops. Oh, I got rid of the. Oh, that's fine. So yeah, now we should be fine. We got. Well, we only spawned one dude though. We want to fix that. Where's our boys? 8 assets, party. Harold and Gerald both need the same. That's why Gerald ain't got none. Eject. Alright, now we're starting to get to the more fun bits. Once I check and make sure Gerald actually spawns. There they are. I need to turn them around though. Yeah, I know. Okay, let's get back to the battle system. Where is it? Subsystems, battle system. This is ours, and we'll go to the master one first, though. Which we don't need that anymore. Hurrah! We want to make these enemies spawn. In the right spot. Construction script. Oops. Because we want to rotate them. So this plus 180. Now they should. No. Wait, no, though. The enemies are fine, actually, now that I think about it. It's the party that needs to be rotated. Hang on. Let's put this back. So the party. Well, let's just go ahead. This bit's going to be hard coded, but it can be overridden, so we'll just say. How's everyone doing? Is things kind of following, or what's the kind of any questions? We're about to get to the actually building the menus and battle mechanics, so that'll be the fun bit. I just gotta one more time make sure they're turned in the right direction. Oops. There. Now they're all facing each other correctly. Get out of here. Yeah, I don't know why stats aren't working, but we'll figure that out. So now we've gone through all this. We've set up our characters, and now let's go back to the normal event graph. So once we've assigned we assign them to the combatant list, so I didn't need to do that anyway. Then create the intro sequence, which we probably don't have one to play, but yeah, it's not. Oh, we need to set up like if there's no intro sequence valid, then what to do. That's right. If there's none, then just go directly to battle intro finished. We'll say battle intro finished. What? Oh yeah, what's the function? Create intro sequence. Battle intro finished. So yeah, if there's no valid sequence, then just immediately go to the end of the battle intro. Which there we go. Now once we start a battle, we'll immediately go to whichever character is first, which in this case is going to be the enemy. So yeah, so that means I guess we'll just run through. Oh yeah. So it says, all right, let's play the intro sequence, and when it's done, we'll go to battle intro finished, or if there's none valid, we'll go to battle intro finished, which is here. With that just says, hey, we're going to create the turn manager and tell it that we're going to actually start the battle, which I may need to get rid of this. I don't know if I need that, but so then it goes into the turn manager, which I think I showed you already. Where is that turd? Here we go. No. Yeah, Stream RPG Turn Manager. The Turn Manager right here, which, yeah, I showed you all this. Blah, 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 blah. Go and select the first character, which in this case is going to be the enemy. So say if it's, so now, once turn is started, we want to look to them, which is, that bit where we went to the enemy. We'll say if it's an enemy turn, for now, we'll just go ahead and skip their turn so I can set up the player, because that's more important. So delay, we'll say delay half a second, and then end turn. Wait, hang on. Yeah, turn. We have to go to the turn manager to end the turn. End turn. And you want to end the turn for the current combatant, just in case you wanted to have multiple people taking turns at a time, which is acceptable. And then when their turn ends, it should go to the next guy. So let's see. Half a second. Yeah, look! And there are all our abilities that we set up, which at the moment don't do anything. But yeah, there we went. Okay, it said, alright, go to the character. Hey, it's the player's turn. Let's create these party commands. Boom, it's starting to come together. That's what I like to see. Alright, now we just need to make sure that we have the... Alright, targeting methods. That's what I need to set up. So, which I think is a broken class, so I need to fix that. RPG framework. No, turn-based. Blueprints. Do I have a targeting? Battle controller. Manager. Targeting method. Yeah, let's go fix that. Ooh, right. I think this action was busted. Maybe that was it. Combatant targeting. Right there. The method. Hang on. Yeah, targeting method. Targeting method right there. And we want to set up the queued action and the instigator, because of course we do. Get final targets. And on confirmed to canceled. Hopefully that won't crash the engine, but it might, so let's just be prepared for that. And actually, we want to create a custom targeting method, don't we? So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Stream machine. Blueprints, subsystems, battle system. Targeting methods. So this would be just like, hey, do we target all of the enemies? Do we target one of the enemy? How do we do this? So, targeting method. And we'll call it stream. Oh yeah, I need to figure out a name for this game too, don't I? Maybe I'll do that on the next stream. I think on the next stream I will do like maybe I'll probably decide on the title and come up with a basic kind of a come up with basic story and character ideas to work with. Because we also need to decide on the scope. I need to decide on the scope of the game because it needs to be something that's substantial enough to show off the whole framework and be kind of a fun game itself, but also not so long. It'd probably be around 5 hours because we want it to be in a reasonable length for a... And by 5 hours, I mean like it'd probably be an overworld and a few towns and dungeons and stuff. But, let's see. Targeting... Oh. Default targeting. And since this uses a pawn class, we can control targeting right in here. So let me think. I can probably get some of this stuff. I have to refresh my memory into how some of this works. But basically, up, down. No, wait, we don't want that. We want paging. So page right and page left. Those will be our controls for switching between the characters. Page left. We'll want a variable for deciding whether... Yeah, I think for now, probably for this battle system, we'll only let you either target one enemy or all of the enemies, depending on the ability. Because there's ways to set it up where you can target them in a row or target them at a time. But I think for just this, we'll keep it simple. So we'll say targeting all. I don't know quite yet how I want to set this up, but for now we'll just assume that we're not going to be targeting all of them. Which means, yeah, as long as you're not targeting all, you can cycle between targets. Target, get, not valid targets. I don't think it's valid targets. FF music, good stuff. Remove from, oh yeah, we have to add to valid targets. Like, available targets, that's it. Cycle available, because that's grabbed from the, wait a minute, how does this work? Valid targets. Oh yeah, we want to add who we can actually target. Confirm target. This is kind of a mess. I don't know if we need that. Oh yeah, because we don't confirm a single target, we confirm multiple. Oops, sorry, that was bad. So yeah, so what do we do here? I think I should reference the battle system. Battle system. Get battle system. Yeah. Get default turn-based battle system. Try to get active. I think it's try get active battle system. But yeah, this will get whatever battle system is active. Let's say get combatants, combat list by faction, because we want to every. Oh yeah, we need to get the action side. Get queued action, because from our queued action will decide who we're actually able to target. So let's break that out. Acceptable affinities, and this will be whether you can. So affinities are hostiles and friendlies, and this will be okay. Targeting hostiles would be like if you're an enemy, you target the player. Player, you target the enemy. Targeting friendlies, player, player, enemy, enemy. You get it. So we'll say fine. Oh, no, not fine. We want to get. Oh yeah, we need to get the instigator. Instigator? That's not that instigator. Combatant. Get instigator combatant. So that's the person who's doing the targeting. So let's see. Get F. Faction affinity to target. That's it. So let's go through each one of the get combatant list. We'll go through all the combatants and if any of so basically we'll go through all the combatants that are on the battlefield and we'll get a drink. Actually, I should be marking these out to help you realize when you get it. Yeah. Get all combatants in combat, and then we will check to see if their affinity is the one that is allowed for. So we'll say, contains. So let's see. Get it here. Is affinity accepted in ability, or not ability, in action? So an action is basically it's just something something you can do in combat, and an action is constructed from either an item or an ability. Is the short version of how that works. So yeah, if it's an accepted affinity, so like if this is, hey, this guy is this target, he's my enemy, and this says I can target enemies, then we'll add him to the list of valid targets. Add to valid targets. Oh, I should go ahead and that's not on page right. This needs to be on event on targeting start. Targeting start. No. On targeting. One thing that would be nice and on start. Is this a function? No, it's an event. Let me call the event, you weirdo. Event targeting. There we go. It'd be nice if you can set up events in Unreal Engine that you can only call as an event, do an event call for, and not actually an execute call. Like if I could only call this and not do, because I don't want like this. I don't want anyone doing this. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, so yeah, when we start targeting, we'll get all the combatants. And we will see if any of them are acceptable to add. And if they are, we'll add them to the list of valid targets. And then once that's, hang on. Yeah, once that's done, then we can properly begin targeting. And we'll say, yeah, cycle available targets. This will let us cycle through any available targets naturally. And if we go page right or left, we can do cycle of available targets. No. I'll just copy and paste. Why not? Let me ship this off. Yeah. We'll go forward and we'll go down. We also want to look at them. That's right. So, oh wait, how do I have this set up? Oh, on target highlighted. That's right. On target highlighted. Probably call it better something like target or cycled too. Huh. Oh yeah, we just want to get their owner and look at them. Hang on, get owner. Owner. And look. I think it's or view. Set view target quick, because we want to look at them. And this just sets our camera to look at this actor. And we'll set a cubic in that. So now this should be able to work. It should add us which ones are targetable, and first we have to make sure though that our method for targeting is the actual first, yeah, we're doing the normal targeting method, and then we want to so yeah, on attack we queue an attack. And we can select the targets, and then once the target is confirmed, we'll execute the action on them. We just need to make sure that the attack ability that we have can actually target enemies. Targeted hostile. So yeah, it can target hostiles. We'll go give it an attack. Alrighty, now let's try this out. My turn. Attack. Nothing happens. Why did nothing happen? Sign on, cancel, confirm. Alright, what's going on here? It's about 4 o'clock where I am, so I'll probably go for like another hour or so, and maybe wrap up then. It's been a good stream so far, though. Anyway, yeah, that's the one I wanted to use. I want to check out the action, and I want to see if anything's wrong with that. No. Where is that thing? Combat targeting. That's the action I want to check. Yeah. Oh, the spawn location. Well, no, that's not right. Is it? I guess it doesn't matter where I spawn this necessarily. Although I should probably give it some sort of Spawning methodology, I don't know. Probably doesn't matter, though. Alright, turn widget. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright, if I hit attack. Yeah, it doesn't even exist. What the crud? It should spawn it right away. I didn't confirm anything. All right. Let me detach this. I should possess him too. Oh, I didn't connect the method. There we go. That's an easy fix. Dismiss there. Now. Attack. Oof, oof, not doing what it's supposed to. It's cycling the targets, but it's not. Okay, so it's working here in that show it. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, you can see the stuff is flowing through here when I cycle. So that's working. It's just not, the view isn't changing. Well, let's go ahead and print out the name of the, oops. It may have just shown me the issue right there. Set view target. Nothing from the combatants. That doesn't make any sense, though. The stuff's a bit spread out. I'm gonna close some of it now. Blend time, O2 cubic. Yeah. This works, right? Blend to that target. Let's see. We want to debug this. So, we'll print them out. Just to make sure they actually exist. Up, up, up. Attack. Oh, now it doesn't even want to spawn the fricker. Why do you give me this grief? Oh, did I must have undone that. There we go. Alright, let's try it. Yeah, I can't even cycle through them, so it must not be adding them. Yeah, it didn't add any targets. Did I initialize them? That may be it. I may not realize the... Oh, wait a second. Let me go to the settings. So I think in the settings I may need to manually set it so that the enemies are hostiles, which I don't think I should. That should be automatic. Combat, here we go. Faction settings. Enemies are hostile to player. Yeah. Maybe it didn't set up the ability in the targeting thing? That could be it. In the targeting action? Excuse me. No, it sets the action in there and the instigator. Well, let's pull it back then. Pull it back to the basics and see where we're going wrong. What am I doing? Targeting method? No, it's the one I set up. So first let's check to see what the whatever this guy's faction is. So check the factions of everyone who's tested. Oh, no, that's only if they're not added, which they're all added right now. That's the problem. I'm gonna check the faction either way. What? Oh, the length is empty? What? Hang on a second. Hang on just a tick. Is this an empty combat list? That's probably why. Why is it empty though? Yeah, what the crap? Is there no... What's the battle system? Alright, well, let's try this a different way. Get RPG gameplay... No. Get gameplay subsystems. This is how you would call subsystems in-game, yeah. We want to get the Stream RPG battle system. That's the one we're using. I don't necessarily want to do it this way, though. This is gonna be clunky. What the heck? Let me cast it to pure. What the crap? Pure cast to... Why can't I pure cast it? That's strange. I don't want to do that anyway. Get... battle. It should just try get active battle system. It should just check to see if there's... Oh, it's checking for his system subsystem name. That's not what I want. Get a subsystem. Try to get active battle system. It's getting loud outside now. I got some new people. Hey. Who else has joined? I'm curious. System class. This way we can choose the battle system class, and if it's... There, that should fix it. That's old. That is from a while back. So we want to make sure we get our battle system. Wait. Oh yeah, I need to fix that. Battle system. Turn-based combat subsystem. There we go. There. Now we can only get a battle system. Let's cast it out. 7. There we go. Now we can switch targets between the enemies. That's good. I need to get rid of that the player choice menu, which it should automatically. Or maybe I didn't set it up to. Dismiss. Hang on. You guys hear outside now? They're quite... It sounds like they're mowing pretty loudly. Oi. If you can hear that, I apologize. Anyway. Menus. Just need to make sure this disappears when we're done. Player choice selected. Is there any more? Create choices. That's fine. Well, are we actually turning it off? No, 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 no. That's not what I want. I want to look at this thing. Yeah, once we start targeting. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm very dumb. I don't need to do all this. You ever have those moments when you set a lot of stuff up, and then you set a lot of stuff up in like programming or whatever, and then you go to do something in programming, or you go to create a system or some whatever, and you take a really long time doing it, and then you're like, wait a minute, I already set up a measure where I can do this much faster, and I just forgot. I accounted for this. That's right here. Well, one thing I'm also very dumb about right here. This is select combatants, then execute action. I don't want to execute the action when I've selected them. I want to execute when I've confirmed them. But also, once I've selected, I want to close out this menu. So, well, that should close out automatically because it's the player choice menu. So let me. Thanks, Roberto. That's a hard question. Probably Final Fantasy. I think Dragon Quest is more consistent in quality, but I think I prefer Final Fantasy just because, like, I don't know. I prefer, I guess, the variety in it, if that makes sense. I haven't finished Dragon Quest XI though. That game is great, but I need to finish it. But yeah. Even though I think some of the Final Fantasy games that aren't as good are definitely like worse than some of the Dragon Quest games. But I've also played more Final Fantasy. But yeah, I think I prefer FF. All around. They're getting really loud out there now. Ah, boy. Yeah. I'm in the wrong thing, that's why. That's why it's not working. Actions, player choice. There you go. Yeah. Should close out the menu. Oh, that's why. Okay. I need to set it so it closes out whatever the menu I selected before. Which now will probably crash the game. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's okay. Send and restart. I don't even need to send and restart because I know why it crashed. Skip restore. I don't need to restore that. I am curious, can any of you actually hear them outside? It's very loud. Let me turn that down just slightly. Oops. Oopsies. Alright, where am I at? Okay, now I will attack and it'll close the menu and I can cycle. Now I just need to make it so that when I cancel, it returns back to here. So we'll do this. We'll make this a new event. Why don't we? Custom start party commands. And if we cancel, we'll go back to start party. We'll go back to the party commands. So now that should be able to do it. Oh, I need to make it so we can actually cancel though. So we need a confirm input and a cancel input. Cancel. And on a cancel input, we just say, yeah, call uncanceled. I think that's all I need to do. Let me check. Confirm targets. Yeah, that should be all I need. No, maybe. Well, I'll try it out. See what happens. Now the thing is gone. What the heck? Oh, right. Right. Because I need to make it so I can actually do it. Start party commands. Could also just loop that back around. It'd be probably nicer. I'm hitting. No, backspace is cancel. Okay. We also need to return the camera to the dismiss all that. In fact, let's just make this simpler. I don't need this or that or that. I will just say, okay, if we cancel, then revert back to here, where we will reset the camera to the party member. And then we will go back to the player commands. That should be simple enough. Okay, that's good if you can't hear anything. All right. Attack. No. Cancel. Ah, it doesn't return the camera though. Oops. Picked quite the day to do some lawn work or whatever. Oh, right, because I'm calling it from here. I want to get we'll just get it. Well, we're never gonna have more than one person acting at a time, so we'll just get it from the active combatant. Attack. Cancel. No! Come back! Bring the camera back! Maybe we can just do it this way. On cancel, return camera, and then return to monkey. Please work. Attack. What the heck is going on? Oh, am I repossessing someone? That could be it? Maybe? We'll delay. How about we'll do this? We'll try a sequence. I really shouldn't do this because this is not how I want this thing to run, but we'll delay just like a hair of a second, and then we'll actually start the camera blend. Yeah, there we go. That works a little better. I imagine it's repossessing someone, and then the camera's not accounting for that because it's all happening asynchronously. So there we go. Okay. So we got targeting working. Now we need to make sure actions can actually execute. This is going to be the hard time because this is when we're going to start working with numbers and stuff like that. All right, execute action. Yeah, I need to check to make sure the action actually goes all the way through. Action impact, I think. No, clearly not. Does it even go through? It should go through here. Is that one of the messages I'm getting? Combat action. Getting combatant? Why isn't the combatant not valid? It's setting that dude up right here-ish. Oh, right, because this thing's broken. That's why. I gotta fix that. Combat action. No. Just action. Combat action. This is just generic action. Generic action, okay. Action. Combatant. And impact will be here. And let's execute. Cancelled. Just reattaching some nodes. Hey Robert. So Robert Adams, can you talk for a moment about JRPG engines in general, especially in the 2D realm? Chained Echoes in particular, just saw your video on the demo. Been working with Unity for a few months and wondering if Unreal is a smarter move. After banging my head against the wall trying to figure out small solutions to what seem like basic problems in Unity. So, here's the thing. I've not used Unity enough to really say for certain, but I can definitely relate to the issues you're having. My thought on Unreal is that it's really easy to do most anything you'd want to, but it requires you to learn how to do it. And there is so many things to learn in Unreal Engine. There's so many different components. I mean, there are to all engines there are, but especially Unreal, there's so many different features and things you can take advantage of that it's going to take time to learn how to do it. But once you get over that hurdle and where I am now, I find it remarkably easy to use for creating pretty much anything. I find it so easy to set up stuff in Unreal and using its systems of classes and widgets for menus and all that sort of stuff. The only downside with RPGs is you don't need to create a workaround, but it's a bit. There's only one, as far as I know, I think there's only one object that's saved over every time you reload a map. I think everything except for the game instance object resets. And so anything that you want to store in there, like characters, party members, and all your abilities, all your experience, anything that you want to save either from map to map and also in a save game, you'd need to put in the game instance. And that's fine until you're trying to get into like open world game stuff. Or things that you need to save a ton of data on. So my general recommendation, I would overall say I'd absolutely recommend Unreal, especially over Unity. Not to slam Unity at all, but I just think Unreal is better, especially for JRPGs. As long as you're not doing, well, even if you're doing like open world stuff or stuff with a lot of data and like characters that you need to save and their positions and their states and whatever, there's some options and like some plugins you can get, some of them for free off the marketplace. So I would say my only limit, like if you're talking about free, the only real limitation with Unreal is if you're trying to do 2D stuff. If you want to do high quality 2D stuff, especially 2D RPG stuff, in Unreal Engine, you'll probably need to fork over some cash for one of the plugins that it really expands on the 2D systems, because the 2D systems are in Unreal Engine, they're there, but they're not super fleshed out and they haven't been expanded upon. So yeah, I guess this is the thing, when you say bang your head against Unity, I don't quite know what that entails, but I would say that if you're wanting to do game development in JRPGs and you're having trouble with Unity, I would say absolutely give Unreal Engine a try, and see, it very well might work better for you. As far as as far as that, or as far as like most types of 3D games. So it's hard to tell until you've tried it out yourself. But I would definitely recommend trying it, because I think you very well might find that you like it better and you find it easier to use. But so yeah, it's a little bit of a trick to get into it first, because there's so much to learn. But once you've gotten into it and know a lot of the stuff, it's like so intuitive. So I hope that answers your question. Anyway, back to actions. Notify end, notify finished. Should be. I'll probably need this. Will probably crash the engine again. So let's just go ahead and save everything. So where are we at? We're executing an action, and when we execute an action, we want to use it, and then, okay. Let's just make sure this actually works, and I can explain it. Attack. Defend. Nice, okay, so we know the combatant is valid. But it doesn't look like it sent anything through the action. Actually, let's click away for a second. Defend. Hello. Okay, so we know the action is executing at least. That's good. Because, and now I can kind of show you a little bit how using an ability works, or an action. Where are we at? Where am I at? Here we go. So when I say execute action, it'll set all the available targets as references, and then it'll do this use action. And this will play the animation that you've set in the action, which right now I have none. So if there's no animation, it'll just immediately execute it and then finish it. Execute it, impact, and then finish. So let's see. In my head, so yeah, we know it's at least executing. Is it impacting, though? Impact. Defend. It's not impacting. Okay, why not? Because I have no animation set, so it should automatically impact. I can close out some of this because I'm done with it. Player choice. Maybe it doesn't end the turn. So yeah, let's go into here. Combat action. You have it set to an action thing. So yeah. Oh right, I also need to make sure that if there's no valid animation. Right here, oh, the skeletal mesh is valid. What determines the animation though? Montage. Get action animation. Oh yeah, so now I just need to check to make sure if we can actually play the animation or not. That'll be the first thing. And this is mostly for safeguarding purposes. So we'll say, all right, is this a valid animation? If so, then we'll go through with playing it. But if not, let's just immediately execute, impact, and finish the action, which will let us move on to the next turn. Which, let me check, defend. Yeah, I thought it would crash, that's okay. Go actually skip this one. Maybe I should. I'm gonna go past the FF7 stuff just because I'm particularly worried about that getting copy hit. There we go. How was the audio on that, by the way? It's pretty low. There we go. That's more like it. All right. So, load everything back up and close some of this stuff out. All right. So now, when we we should execute an action. It'll play it, and it'll because we have no animation set, it should immediately run the execute node, then the impact node, and then the finish node. Which, I need to check HP. Oh, I need to fix that. Okay. Defend. Then moves on to his turn. Ooh, okay, I see what's going on here. I need to add a second after, you need to add like a very small amount of time between the finishing of the animation and the end of the turn, just to give time for the menu to clear out, I believe. Defend. Yeah, now it's my turn. Oh, right. Okay, so, well, I mean, there you've seen that work. So now if I can go through an entire single round. So we just had the two enemies took their turns. Now if I can defend, my turn's over. Now defend again, his turn's over. It just needs to know that now we need to start the round over. So, turn manager. Yeah, this should run through. Let me see. Let me see if it works. If that runs through properly. Alright. Defend. Wait, the player's not all dead. Yeah, it thinks it thinks all the whole player faction is dead. Which it's not. What the heck? Oh, maybe I know why. No, it's not. Okay, so from the battle system, it's checking to see if they're dead. It stopped here, which means it thinks that the party is all dead. I don't know why. Very confuzzled. I can close out of that because that's done. Let's go to the main battle system. Alright, end turn. On turn ending. Oh, alright, I know why. I know what's up. Okay, so right now, yeah, one second. Okay, so it's checking. So what? It's checking to see if we have the dead state, and they shouldn't. What we'll do is we'll run a check at the end of someone's turn to see if they're dead. Oh no, I'm dumb. I know why. Okay, so here's why. Here's why it's not working. Close out of that too. Execute command. So it's going through this action, and once it impacts, it goes through all the active targets, and it says, okay, hit them with whatever this action is. So apply whatever damage. Then check, go here, check this stat, and if the stat is which I don't know if I'm gonna end up using this, but basically, if this stat is greater than I think 0 or whatever, then set them as dead. And then when you do that, hang on. I have them playing voices, which I don't have any voices right now, but that's okay. So right now, their HP is by default 0 when they're spawned in. So I just need to set it up to where when they're spawned in, it sets them to whatever their... hang on. I am going to go and collapse this to a function. It needs to check and see... Oh, maybe not a function, maybe a node. That'd be better. It just needs to, we need to spawn them in and then set their, combatant stats to whatever the unit they were pulled from was. So, collapse the node. Nope. So let's do this. Grab that, grab that, grab that, grab all that. Collapse to node. There we go. And, index and unit data. Set up party units. That's what we want. How long have we been at this? Oh wow, 3 hours. Dang, it's my longest stream so far. Epic. This is a lot of fun to do. Okay, so we also want to say you got their combatant. And I think it's something like assign or set combatant. Set combatant from unit. Here we go. And this will allow you to grab a unit's data and then and reinitialize, yeah, and then set their basically set up combatant stats and stuff from their data, and you can reinitialize them, which I believe will set it to initialize metric stats. Oh, we don't want to necessarily reinitialize them. No. Reinitialize will set all their metric stats back to their maximum amount. So that'd be if you want if you're in the battle system, say you wanted whenever you started a new battle, everyone's stats or everyone started with full health, for example, then you'd use a reinitialize. We're not going to do that. Which we also need to set up a HUD so we can actually see the party. Will I have time for that? Maybe. But for now they should be fine. Which they're not. And they're not, I think, because... Yeah, because we already have... one second, my brain. Because I gotta go back a little more. I think their stats are 0 anyway. Leveling curve. I have set up leveling curves for them, haven't I? Could have sworn I set up leveling curves. Yeah, I got leveling curves. Let me just double check. Get player unit data. I'll just get the first one. Works for me. Wait, get stat, get current metric stat. We'll get their HP. Print it out. Ah, come on. Just want to check to make sure they actually have any HP. It's not, it's 0. Why is it 0? Oh, no, I know why. I know why. It's because when I'm starting the game, I'm not starting it from a new game. I'm starting it from the game instance. Right here, which I believe that this stores the exact number of their stats, which should be at, yeah, their current metric stats is at 0. So now let's give them 100 HP. Start it off with. Let's move that to the other screen. Yeah, are they still dead though? Hang on. Ah, still 0. That's weird. No, it's not. It's weird because... Hang on. Stats. Because I didn't set it to 0 for both of them, just for one of them. There you go. Now he has 100 HP. But is he still gonna die? Yeah, still thinks I'm dead, it seems. Why is he having trouble grabbing the leveling curve? That's peculiar. Big brain. Big brain activate. We gotta figure this out. I just forgot what I was doing. Right. I need to check to make sure all the combatants all have proper amount of health and stuff when they join in to combat. So, wait, no, battle system. Yeah, here we go. After that, in fact, we'll throw it in here, even better. Oh, no, we're assigning them from the combat, but we're not setting up their stats. That's why. So their maximum stats are all set correctly, but their current stats are not. So, that should be another easy solution. Current... sorry, we want to grab that. Grab the combatant and say current metric stat. We just need to set their current metric stats to be the same as the units, which is as simple as break out the unit data. Stats, break that out, and grab right there, current metric stats, and boom, they are the same. Now, hopefully our loop will work. Defend, yeah, look at that go. We have a full looping battle system that'll go forever because we can't hurt each other. Sweet. Still getting some issues here. I'm guessing the enemies have no leveling curves, and that's probably what's up here. Dismiss. Turn widget. So now we also need to set up. So we need to. The next things we need to set up is a turn widget and a my brain. A battle HUD that has like the party indicators down here. I think half an hour is, what am I at now? 3.5 hours, dang. This has been quite the stream so far. I know, I've been going for a while. I'm kind of thinking of, I think I'll go ahead and just wrap up there. I think that's a good place to stop. So, yeah, okay. Hey, I got part of it done. We got, let's see. So, boom. Or sorry. We got everything. We got a full battle and turn loop working. How about that? So now, I think next time I work on this, oh yeah, I'll go ahead and close that out for now. So yeah, I think that's a productive use of time. All right then. So that'll be all for now. I think for the next stream, I'll start coming up with some ideas for the story, and it'll probably be a drawing stream, and I'll be designing characters, as well as coming up with story ideas and kind of the structure of the game, as well as deciding on a title. And then I think after that, I'll probably go back to trying to finish up the battle system, or the basics of the battle system, because I'll probably change up a lot of the features and mechanics as we go along. So, I think that'll do it for now. Thanks you so much for everyone who, why is my head broken? Head's like way up top. Well, it's fine now, but on the stream it was up. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining. This has been a lot of fun. I look forward to doing this again. I don't know about tomorrow. Maybe I'm a bit booked with another project at the moment, so maybe Friday, like somewhere between now and Friday, I'll do the next stream. But I also will have another fun little video coming later on, I think this week, maybe by the end of the week. So yeah, look forward to that. Thanks for joining. I will see you guys later. It's been great. See ya. I'm still on screen. Hang on.